Minecraft dungeon.
I wish Krispy Kreme was near me. That looks so good. Sorry, I'm going through my emails and there was a Krispy Kreme ad. And I'm like,
we're doing a podcast right now. Turn off your email.
You have a thunderstorms. Listen to your thunderstorms. I don't know.
Listen to your thunderstorms.
Turn off your emails.
I'm mad because there's no Krispy Kreme donuts near me. I think the only closest
I don't have a Krispy Kreme either.
But yeah, the nearest one is in Jersey City near me. Or if I go south by where my ex used to live, there's one out there.
We have Krispy Kremes all over the place out here.
See, that sucks for me.
Exactly. Get good.
Anyways, we've been playing Minecraft Dungeon.
Fuck yeah, we have.
I'm fine with living with society rather than, where you're at.
I am in the middle of society.
Allegedly.
The only society that Idaho has.
You only have potato.
He's like Peyton Manning that Nationwide commercial where he's setting up a city in his basement, but it's little.
Babe, who's that movie star that has a house in Sun Valley? Bruce Willis, right?
Yeah, because
doesn't Bruce Willis live in Sun Valley? Yeah, so we have Bruce Willis.
But where's Bruce Willis from?
Where's Bruce Willis from?
I don't know. He's from Jersey.
Is he though?
Aaron Paul.
Yeah. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, fact check Jim. Fact checking the facts. A lot of movie stars are actually from New Jersey.
But what does it say when he would rather live in Idaho than in Jersey?
He's trying to get away from society. He's trying to not be known anywhere. I'm pretty sure.
Bruce Willis. He's going to be known everywhere.
I'm pretty sure if you go up to him and try to say hello, either he's going to give you the most evilest look, like get the fuck out of my way, or he might surprisingly be nice. I'm not sure, but I'm not going to take that chance of him surprisingly trying to be nice. Just saying.
Yeah, I've got bad news for you. He wasn't born in Jersey. He was born in Germany.
I didn't say he was born in Jersey. I say he lives in Jersey. He's from Jersey. Just because you're born in Germany don't mean nothing. He was military. There's got a lot of people like that.
I guess we can't claim him at all then, since he was born in Germany.
Wait. Was it like an American base at Germany where he was born?
It probably was.
Germany.
He was born in the West German town of Eider Oberstein in 1955. His mother, Marlene, was a German woman from Kassel. His father, David Willis, was an American soldier.
So yeah, he
must have been born.
His dad was probably stationed from World War II.
Yeah.
Because figure World War II was 10 years before.
Yeah.
So he probably was stationed out there as a young man, and he fell in love with this woman, and
and then their father took them back to Kearney Point, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Danny DeVito's from New Jersey. There's a lot of actually actors and actresses.
Of course, Danny DeVito's from New Jersey. Can you imagine Danny DeVito being from anywhere else?
Yeah, either Florida or New York for some odd weird reason. It's not the New York, the Florida.
Florida's because he's old.
Well,
you and Mom are going on a date. Chill out, dude.
Who's Florida's claim to fame? Justin
Florida
Timberlake,
man.
I think. No, not Florida. Not just Florida man. I would think Justin Timberlake.
Wait, why are we talking about?
What do you mean? What are we talking about? Why are we talking about Florida man?
Why are we talking about Justin? No.
Because we're trying to figure out who's from Florida famous. Like, no, Mickey Mouse actually wasn't from Florida. He was from California, technically. Because that's where the first Disneyland was. Disneyland. World is in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
I always get those two confused.
So, Minecraft Dungeons came out this week. Joe, you've been trying to talk about it for a hot minute. How do we feel about it?
You want to take over this? It's okay.
Why do I want to take over it? No, you've been trying to talk about Minecraft Dungeons for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, because we had to talk about Krispy Kreme and where Bruce Willis is from originally.
Hey, don't knock Krispy Kreme donuts, motherfucker.
I do not care about Krispy Kreme donuts.
He's never had one. Once he
Never had
has the
Krispy
delicious, once he has the delicious goodness that's freshly off the line because they make them right there, and it's nice and warm, it's gonna be like euphoria in your mouth.
I'm not really impressed.
See, you can say that, but
did
once you actually
travel.
have it,
Look. I traveled with like one of my jobs when I was like guiding students to like getting into college or whatever. One of my jobs, we had to like go to this like rest stop, and there was a Krispy.
it's not the same. It's not the same as getting it from an actual
let me
Krispy Kreme
finish.
store.
Well, for what I gathered, it just looked like a bunch of people that are just like look sad and just annoyed as fuck. They just want their Krispy.
That's everybody in New York and New Jersey. They're all bored and sad and just want their coffee and go home.
That sounds like anybody that wants to go to Krispy Kreme, but yes, you are not wrong.
I worked at Dunkin' Donuts and we had the same kind of people coming through there. I don't think that's a Krispy Kreme thing. I think that's a New York thing.
I think that's just a society thing.
That too.
It probably is society.
We're just miserable in general. So let's just be miserable together.
Life is...
Yay, Coleus is growing. Sorry, Brittany's excited about her plants.
So, yeah, Minecraft Dungeons. It's good. It's not as action heavy as like you would expect from like Diablo or any other.
I don't know. It got pretty heavy when the three of us were playing it yesterday, and there was like swarms of 100 enemies at a time.
Yeah, I don't know. They could have like done their not.
I can't tell if he's still talking or not.
I think
have done that.
Well, like Jose and I said in the video that we made this week, the enemies are just squishy.
Super squishy.
Yeah, they're just not a challenge, really. I mean, I kept dying, but it's because I was dumb and kept running into the middle of the swarm thinking I could handle all of them.
He wanted to be like, yeah, Big Dick Joe going through, and you weren't.
I did. I tried to have big dick energy, but
you weren't. You're not Joe. Sorry. You can't have that big dick energy and somehow get away with it.
We want to talk about fucking Smite this week, too.
Like, yeah. Yeah.
Joe's broken up this makes this even more funnier because it's like he's talking.
His
but
audio comes through. His audio's coming through okay, but his video is so behind.
We know. It's just funny because it breaks up. Like we'll still see you doing this. We'll still see you moving your lips, but nothing will come out. But then, like the last word will catch.
Keep on talking.
No, it has nothing to do with like just now when you were talking about the Minecraft thing. There was a section you were just like, nah. And that's all we heard. I'm not complaining. It's just funny. It's just hilarious to me. I find it funny.
Yeah,
Minecraft Dungeons, just okay.
I mean, I enjoyed it. I would give it a good. It was good. You know, we keep escalating the difficulty, and the difficulty escalations make it more interesting. You know, it's a very like I'm gonna play it tonight with Britt, or either tonight or tomorrow with Brittany. And she's never played a game like this before. So it'll give me a better idea of like Jose, like you and I talked about how it's a good game to help people get into dungeon crawlers. Remember, it's a good entry level game to more advanced ones such as Diablo. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was fun. I got really pissed yesterday when I couldn't get a goddamn sickle to save my life.
Yeah, we got all the sick.
I think that's fucking bullshit. Braxton's mad because he had to come inside so Brittany can take him out the front door to go on their adventure.
Oh yeah, by the way, We should have went to the whole swamp bog or whatever that place was, because I got scared by.
Bye, honey. Love you.
Okay.
You got scared by the what?
Enderman.
Oh yeah,
didn't
no, he
expect
freaked
him
us
to be
out
part of
too
that.
a little bit because we
You
weren't
didn't-
expecting him.
You didn't. Oh, you didn't. That was his first encounter. I was just like wondering why the screen was so
All
disordered.
fuzzy,
And
yeah,
he's like,
'cause
"It's
you
an
ran-
Enderman." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah, you ran
went
right past
south.
him and didn't see him.
well." I went south. I didn't continue up north like you did. So all I got was just the distortion. So I didn't see him until you said, "There's an Enderman here," and I'm like, "Ooh."
Yeah, no, he was. That was. I mean, he was pretty squishy too. It was not as challenging of a
Yeah.
fight. Like in vanilla Minecraft, you don't square up with Endermen because they'll kick your ass.
Yes.
You know, like Brittany won't fight an Enderman unless she's in creative, and it just pisses him off because he can't fight her because he's a passive mob. But in Minecraft Dungeons, I didn't feel like it was a hard fight.
I mean, I don't think that was what they were going for because typically Minecraft is a game for kids. So
Yeah, the younger generation, like we had talked about in the video.
I don't think their whole intent was. I think it's just more to make something fun, and I mean, it has its moments, but
Yeah, the
it's not like for
dungeons
the
were fun.
hardcore
I
players.
really enjoyed going through the dungeons with you guys. Those were entertaining.
I mean, they are fun. They could have just done more of a creative spin. It's Minecraft. It's all about being creative. But then again, it's its own different.
So well,
okay.
let's talk about that for a second because you specifically, Joe, don't particularly like Minecraft.
It's not like I don't like it. It's just not my particular type of game.
Okay, can you pin down why it's not your game? Like, what about it just doesn't appeal to you?
Well, I don't mind doing the extra stuff and all that, but it's not my type of game where I just like go ahead and mess up because really I'm not that creative.
Okay, so I only got bits and pieces out of that, but I'm pretty sure I understood what you're saying. Would you say that Minecraft creative, the creative part of Minecraft, is so open to possibilities that it overwhelms you and then kind of turns you off as a game type?
I just don't focus on like the type of game build stuff. I respect it, but I just don't find it my sort of game to play.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Because I like Minecraft Dungeons as a game type because it appeals to the people who like the Minecraft aesthetic while giving the people who may not like the Minecraft game something with a little bit more direction. More focus, if that makes sense.
It's working. It's working. I like dungeons a lot more than the regular Minecraft in that regard.
I mean, story mode was another one that came out in the Minecraft universe, and it was a Telltale game. I mean,
yeah,
I've got it.
I
never finished
Patton Oswalt it had Patton Oswalt as like the voice character.
Did it?
Yeah.
Don't give him facts to check, Joe.
No, I don't even know who that is. So
you don't know who Patton Oswalt is?
No.
You'll know him if you've seen him.
You've seen him once in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I know you've watched Brooklyn.
You ever watched The King of Queens?
Nope. Now I'm gonna look him up. Patton Oswalt. Oh, him. Okay, the fire chief dude.
Yeah, yeah, that guy.
I and Joe were just waiting for it. We're just like,
I recognize. I have faces. Give me a face. I could be like, oh, I saw him or her in X and Y show.
I know who he is now. Hey.
You done?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, anyways, he's in the Telltale Minecraft game and all that.
Gotcha. He was in a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He did Ratatouille.
well
He was in Ratatouille
He was the voice.
Yeah, he was the main rat.
for the rat. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, but I don't know him. Like, there are very few people. Like, I recognize voices generally across series, right? So, like, there are a couple voices out there that are very distinctive. Like, the voice of, like, the guy who does Kronk from Emperor's New Groove. His voice is very distinctive, and it carries across different universes.
That's Patton Warburton from Seinfeld, which you never watched. He's also the voice of what's his face from Venture Brothers.
Oh,
Brock.
Yeah, Brock.
Brock. There you go, Brock. Brock
See,
Sampson.
that's something I knew.
He's also the voice of Joe from Family Guy.
Mm-hmm. So those kind of things I can pin down and say, God, that voice sounds familiar. Who is that? And there are a couple people where they've shown up enough where I'm like, who is this voice actor? And I look them up and pin them down. Patton Oswalt is not one that has stuck out to me, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. So Cthulhu. How do we feel about that?
Cthulhu. Being part of. Is it like an exclusive on PS4 or
no? It's
PC,
just Smite.
Or is it...
It's Smite in general. It's just PS4 revealed him.
Okay.
Because I don't think they would make an exclusive character. I'm just wondering what the skins would be like. That's going to be interesting.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm wondering how he's going to play.
We're going to be playing Smite this weekend.
Yeah.
Hang on, I just saw a tweet from Smite here. Okay. PTS, so the test server on Smite has the Great Dreamer update live for the weekend, so we can play as Cthulhu.
So
if we download...
it must be coming out soon then, because I know they said June, and June is technically like 2
so
days.
Joe, I hate to tell you this, Joe, but if you download Smite on PC, we can play...
Which is not going to happen.
Doesn't it have controller support?
Apex already down.
I believe it does.
Yes, it does. But
then why are you...
Oh, the great
I need the terabytes, man.
Go buy a goddamn hard drive!
Yeah, why haven't you brought a hard drive?
Too loud.
You keep fucking saying you're gonna do this, and you haven't fucking done it!
Target store.
Why do you have to wait till they're at your Target store? Don't you have a car? Order online from Best Buy and go pick it up.
They are only on a temporary, sort of
Yeah, it's everywhere.
So you can't. No, you can't really buy it except only store. That's
you buy it online for pickup in store.
If it's temporary stock. No, if it's temporary stock, you can't buy it online unless it's online only.
What size hard drive? What hard drive were you looking for?
I'm waiting for you to stop going in and out. I was trying to catch all you said.
I can't help
Seagate,
it.
4 terabyte backup plus portable external hard drive. Available for 4 hours for order pickup at Saratoga. 4 hours, Joe. Order your goddamn hard drive.
Don't make me send you one. I have your address. So
$106.
Dude, I just got paid this week.
So order it.
I'm your titties.
I can't handle you, dude. You sit here and you moan and complain, I don't have enough storage, so go get a hard drive.
You done?
I'm done.
Okay.
Okay, so whatever rant you guys just went through, I didn't hear any of it because my end was breaking up for whatever reason.
It was just me yelling at Joe about a hard drive.
What the fuck is...
Anyway,
Yeah,
so
being
the
too
Cthulhu...
freaking loud.
Okay. I didn't hear anything you guys said because my Discord decided it wanted to be stupid, so...
Okay. So the PTS, the chess server for Smite, has the Cthulhu...
Well, I heard that.
Okay, yeah, but I'm coming back to it now because I'm done yelling at Joe about his hard drive.
Aww. I said that I might as well just order it and have it sent to his house because I know where he lives. And it's still saved on my Amazon.
It's true.
Why are you clipping your nails right now?
He said something about... And there it goes again.
Okay, so...
Oh my god.
Joe, are you going to play as Cthulhu? Like, does Cthulhu
Probably
interest
not.
you as a character? Why not? He's a guardian.
I'm not saying like initially when I'm gonna only have him out temporarily. When he's fully released, then I'm gonna play him.
So you're not going to play the PTS? Well, obviously you're not, because I want to see his abilities and shit.
Only the
Anyway,
goddamn thing.
Oh, that's why. Because the fucking iTunes finished downloading. Being stupid in the background. Cancel.
All right, what else are we talking about? Standing here in silence.
I'm not standing here in silence. Just mad at you because you won't buy a hard drive. His character model looks dope as shit.
Stop having... Yes, it is, and you're having resting bitch face as of that moment.
Why do I have resting bitch face?
For being silent for so long, for like 10 seconds.
It was like...
Yeah, I get that way when I focus. It won't tell me. All right, so Jose, we're going to play Smite this weekend because I want to play Cthulhu. And if Joe doesn't want to play with us, then that's his problem.
I'm not saying I'm not playing with you. I'm saying I'm probably not going to play as Cthulhu. Get the difference right.
Why wouldn't you want to play?
that.
He's a guardian. It's your class.
Fact check that. Fact check it. Fact check it. Fact check it.
What?
Oh, God. Anyway.
I want my old setup.
Okay, so let's Christ. I can't even focus. Joe, do you want to tell us about Sonic? What do you want Jose
Getting
to
a
tell us
Sonic
about
2, boys. and
Sonic
girls.
2 is in development. Which is awesome.
Since, like, you know, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie was awesome, as we expected it was going to. They're going to be making a Sonic 2 now. Hell yes.
That's fucking awesome. I'm really excited about that. Because that, I mean, we talked about this. Video game films typically have not done well in the box office. Right?
Yes.
Mario Brothers tanked.
Speaking of Mario Brothers, real quick, today is the anniversary of Mario Brothers. I saw that the earlier today. I'm like, 1993.
Never forget.
Never forget Mario starting a hashtag now.
17 years ago? No, or 27 years ago.
27. No,
27. Holy
27.
Yeah. No, 27, yeah. Because that's how old my sister is. Or my brother. No.
So,
yeah, my brother. No,
anyway. So typically
That's just-
video game movies have not done particularly well in the box office. Right?
The only one that has done well
That's
is
correct.
Wreck-It Ralph. Technically. It's a video game.
Technically, yes.
It
but
is a video game movie.
no,
It is
I'm
based
agreeing
off of
with
the
you.
game.
This is
I'm
true.
agreeing
No.
with you. I'm agreeing with you.
We're doing this again.
But I would say general public recognizes that more as a children's movie than as a video game movie.
It's
general public,
okay, but it's still a video game movie.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with that.
It still has video game characters. Just because they call it a children's movie doesn't mean it isn't.
You're missing my point.
I get your point. It's a kids movie, whatever, but it's still a video game movie. Doesn't matter what format. Doesn't matter in what format. It takes place
in a goddamn arcade. Of course, it's a video game movie.
Exactly.
But most people who aren't video game people aren't going to classify it as that.
That's like them classifying a sci-fi movie as an action movie.
People do that all the fucking time.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean they're right.
Movie.
Exactly. Still a video game movie, so.
All right. So anyway, I'm excited that Sonic did well enough to justify Sonic 2.
Yes.
So I still have not been able to go and watch it because I wasn't able to go see it when it came out because financial stuff, and then everything went to shit, and I still haven't gone and seen it. And I don't know if it's available. It's available on Blu-ray.
It is available now on Blu-ray.
Yeah. So I need to order it. So I need to order it on Blu-ray then, because it's not on any of the streaming platforms.
Correct.
It's not going to be on like Netflix, nothing like that. But the Walmart streaming service Vudu, it's on there, I believe.
I think I'll just order the Blu-ray.
Walmart owns Vudu?
No, because you just pay for the movie anyway, or if you buy the movie, sometimes they give you the Vudu copy.
Do you think it's on Prime? Like you could buy the movie on Prime?
Oh, yeah. You should be able to. I'll check for you right now.
Find out. Fact check me.
I'm not fact checking you. I'm just trying to see if it's a video available on Prime. I don't know.
So yeah, Sonic 2. What do you think and I can't really talk about this intelligently because I haven't seen the first one. But what do we think? I haven't
either, so we can't really.
Okay, so we better just not then.
Oh yeah, Jose's the only one that's seen it, right? You're the only one who's seen it, right, Jose?
I just watched it the other day. You can buy it. It's the 4K version. It's like
digitally or?
Yeah. On Amazon.
So I'll probably do that then. Because if I buy another disc, Braxton's just going to trash it like children do.
Just Google Sonic the Hedgehog, and it'll be the first two that come up. There's the DVD version and then the 4K version.
How do you guys feel about that Twitch movie night thing for Prime members?
I did not see that.
So there's a thing now that Twitch is doing because Twitch is owned by Amazon, right? Where streamers who have or Amazon Prime can stream movies to Twitch. Okay?
Without any repercussions.
Without any repercussions, because the only people who can watch those movies with the streamers are other Amazon Prime members. So basically, if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, Twitch Prime members can go in and watch these videos with the streamers. How do you guys feel about that? Because I know that's a thing that people like to do, is have like a community movie night, but a lot of the times you can't because it violates
IGN does
copyright all the time.
IGN does it.
Well, I know there are the larger companies
have to,
can do
follow
it.
some sort of copyrights.
Well,
because,
so
IGN is like well beyond the net of like having.
Well, and like Achievement Hunter did Achievement Hunter does the theater mode stuff, right? Where they watch movies and give like a commentary. Thank you. On them, and they make fun of them and stuff. But they have to buy the global rights to that movie in order to do that.
Yes, that's what IGN
which is
does.
Very expensive.
Yes.
Which is why they only do really shitty low budget films.
I.e., they took that from MST3K, one of my favorite shows. So I love watching that show.
How long have they been doing it?
Well, considering that they ended, I don't remember.
This isn't a recent thing that Achievement Hunter's been doing.
Because then they retitled their stuff to do like more modern stuff called riff tracks. Let's see, MST3K. I forgot how, because I remember when the series ended. Because I was there, I watched it. 3K. There you go. I couldn't remember how to. First episode date was 1988.
Jesus Christ!
They've been doing it for a long time. They've been doing the crap B movies, and then they ended in 1999. But the revival was on Netflix for like a year. It was all right. So,
yeah, because
they've only had technically 3 different hosts. I don't count the revival though, so 2 different hosts. The original host who actually came up, he's one of the creators, and then they switched over from, I think he went to more behind the scenes stuff, and then they switched over to from that host to the end of the series.
Okay. Yeah, because Achievement Hunter started theater mode in 2016.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
Oh, wow,
I digress. Oh yeah, they've been doing it for a while. They've got over 60 episodes now. And then they switched over into theater mode aux, which is where they just take the audio from the movies and act it out, basically.
Oh, Mystery Science Theater is now streaming on Twitch. So if you never watched it, it's hilarious. They take like cheesy B movies and just like do dumb shit with it. It's great. Yeah.
So
like
anyway,
own,
getting
voiceover. I
getting
guess.
back to this, I think that's like a lot of streamers wish they could do. Like that's a good community night, right? It doesn't require everybody to have a game. You just tune in and you guys watch a movie.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, not everybody can do it because not everybody has a Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime or anything like that.
Look at that. Patton Oswalt was in that show too in the revival.
But you don't count those, Jose. You just said that yourself.
I don't. It's just weird because there's only
But for Patton Oswalt, though, you have to have them out then.
Well, whatever. That's fine with that.
Maybe that one episode.
No, because they were just really long, and it was just like it was such a big gap between when the show actually ended to them starting it again, and it's just like it lost its flair, I guess. Like, because I guess the original host the host that was doing it didn't do it, so they had a more useful cast. I'm like, okay, I get it, but if you have Pluto TV, which is the free thing, they actually have their own channel on Pluto TV, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
but
I think it'd be cool to do.
It's fine. It's just really weird because if you don't have Twitch Prime, like, what do you like? How are you? Like, do you just see a blank screen? Are you not like able to enter that? Like, what if you didn't have Twitch Prime? Like,
so I'm not. Let me see if I can dig up some details.
How is it blocked?
I know that there is a like subscriber only stream, where you can see like a preview of their stream, and then at some point Twitch is like, "Hey, this is a subscriber only stream. You can join this by doing this."
But that's only if it's a subscriber stream, because not all streams, especially if you're like a Twitch partner or a Twitch Prime, are subscriber only. You have to be on there for a while before you can get that subscribe button or whatever.
Okay, so currently the beta version of Watch Parties is currently available to Twitch parties, affiliates, and viewers in the US. They expect to make it available to all creators in the US and viewers and creators globally in the coming months. That's all.
But there has to be a catch. There has to be.
And technically, you can already do that in Discord. You can get
Yes.
everybody in a channel,
Yeah.
and one person can stream their screen and play whatever movie. I mean, also
Okay,
you got
so
that.
here's the catch. Prime Video content will stream to your channel automatically. Do not use your streaming app to capture the video or audio of Prime Video content. If you do, your channel may be subject to takedown in accordance with Twitch's community guidelines or DMCA.
So pretty much you can't just record it. You
Yeah,
pretty much have
so it's
to,
basically like you're hosting this Amazon movie or show.
Whatever they
Yes.
okay, so whatever they're playing, no matter what, you just gotta watch it. You just you're taking, like you said.
Yeah,
However,
you
it
just have to
will
be
your
there at that
webcam will appear. Your webcam stream will appear in the picture by picture form. So you will still be there, but you're not capturing anything.
Yeah.
Not bad, but if you got a
That's
movie
fine.
that nobody really wants to watch, it's just like, I'm not gonna watch this. It's interesting.
Yep.
It's a very interesting what they're doing. But I mean, you also have that one where that Netflix party that came out.
So it says when you land on a watch party channel page for the first time, you will be asked to authorize your device for Prime Video playback using the email address and password associated with your Prime membership. So basically,
So
because it's stream, you're not capturing it.
You're logging on.
Yeah, it's a part of Amazon, and when they're streaming that, it says you've got to log in to watch this.
Okay, so then there you go.
So
Okay, not bad, not bad.
I wouldn't. I mean, I think we could start doing that. We need to find like a community show
Well,
or something that we could do.
We have that Netflix watch party. Just got to get the people here.
Can we do that with Hulu? Just Netflix.
I think that Netflix. I think the Hulu.
I think it's only at Netflix, not Hulu.
You got to do it the way I was saying, where everybody gets in the channel, then somebody shares the screen and whatever.
Yeah,
because Hulu doesn't. So now they're since they're owned by Disney now, I'm pretty sure that they won't do that.
Oh, of course. You gotta pay money to watch your stuff. The mouse demands
There's a
it.
Chrome extension that allows you to do this.
For Hulu?
No, for Netflix.
Yeah, it's the Netflix Party Watch. We talked about this a while ago.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm just making sure we're talking about the same thing.
Yes, this is the same thing.
Okay.
I mentioned. How many times did I mention the name before he said it?
Anyways, we're thinking of ideas right now. So if anybody has any suggestions on movies for us to watch, if
Apparently,
we're gonna be doing this,
Hulu does have a watch
know.
party feature as well.
They do.
It's currently in testing, and everyone
not
using it has to be subscribed to the premium ad-free package.
Oh, that's. I mean, that's what I have, but still, that's booty.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's usually the higher costing one.
Yeah, it's $11.99 a month.
Yep.
It's worth it though. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't like commercials, and
I don't mind.
Screw.
Not that big of a deal to me.
no, it is. It is. For me, it is.
They're
So many thousands and thousands of commercials I've been through to finally have a device
it
to let me not have commercials on it. I'm happy with it. I'll pay the extra.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me because I am a passive consumer of content like that. And when I say that, I mean that I have it on in the background and I'm doing other stuff, like I'm folding laundry or I'm cleaning or something.
You're corrupted.
Well, I mean, I've always
Basically,
got something to do here.
He doesn't binge stuff, and the stuff he does binge, like he's saying, it's on for background noise. So a commercial.
I mean, there are shows I binge, like Brittany and I.
A commercial.
Go ahead.
I was to say, but like a commercial, you won't notice it because you're doing whatever you're doing.
Exactly.
So for you, it'll go like that, and it's like not a bill. Whereas me, I'm sitting there watching it. I don't want to see commercials when I'm sitting there watching stuff.
Yeah, because you're an active consumer of the content.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. So it doesn't bother me because I'm not. It's all in the background of my mind. So anyway. Oh goodness.
It'll change someday, young Padawan.
Young Padawan. So let's see. Next, what else have we got? Should we talk about cheese pirates? I want someone to explain this to us.
Who steals that much cheese?
In Wisconsin.
That must be like the finest cheese if somebody's gonna be taking.
I mean, it's Wisconsin, so I mean the cheese capital.
One of the finest cheeses. Not like it's from like France or something.
Cheese pirates in Wisconsin have stolen 20,000 pounds of cheese. Worth about $49,000. Although that's actually not true. It's estimated $46,000 worth of cheese.
Either way, it's still a lot.
Oh yeah.
That's
screw $3,000 less.
That's a lot.
Where did it? First of all, where are they storing it? Second of all, what are their intentions with this cheese? Like, are they starting a restaurant and they needed that much cheese? Like,
so that means that each. I'm curious about this. Okay, so they stole 20,000 pounds of cheese, question. Right?
A lot of cheese.
That's what it says.
What kind of cheese is it?
That's what I'm getting at.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many questions. Like
20,000 pounds of cheese worth $46,000. That's $2,300 per pound.
But it also depends on what it is, though.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What kind of cheese is worth that much fucking money?
There's a lot of expensive cheeses.
Is it not in the article?
There are a lot of expensive cheeses out there. You'd be very surprised because they're the way they're aged and different things like that.
Yes.
But still, what do you plan to do with that cheese?
Black market, man.
Oh, there's a black market for cheese?
There's a black market for everything, man.
Look, there could be a black market.
If it's a $2,300 pound of cheese, guaranteed.
I don't think it's 1 pound that's going to be that much. I mean, like I said, there are expensive cheeses out there.
Depends on the cheese, maybe.
But I don't think Wisconsin holds. I mean, yes, they are the probably cheese capital of the U.S. I don't think the world, because I think there's other places that have better cheeses and better quality. Like, you ever had brie? Oh, I love brie cheese. It's so weird and exotic, but it's so good. It's delicious. And then, like I said, there's cheeses that like have been around since before any of us were born. And
seriously, that's freaking weird. I mean, the math just doesn't seem to add up to me.
I think it's probably a variety of cheeses, not just one type.
Yeah, but still.
I know. Either way, it's still weird.
The math again, even if it's a variety of cheeses, the math still doesn't round up. Because regardless of whatever the variety is, the general value of that cheese is $2,300 per pound.
But you can't look at it as just one pound. That's the thing.
But that's the thing. They haven't specified what the cheese is, so that's how we're being forced to look at it. Right? Is that it's a trailer full of cheese valued at $46,000.
It's a lot of cheese.
They said it's 20,000 pounds.
Still a lot of cheese.
Yeah, I understand that.
I'm still going with the variety of different cheeses. I don't think it's just...
Look, overall, a lot of cheese has been gone. Cheese companies, hide your cheeses.
Hide your cheeses.
Hide your cheeses.
Are you saying... Okay, so here's my question, Jose. So you're saying it's a variety of cheeses?
I think it's a variety of cheeses.
That would mean that
there probably is.
That would mean that if we say 2,300 is the median value, that means there's cheeses that are less expensive, and then there's more expensive.
The less expensive would be the American.
that makes me even more mad, because now we've got cheese in there that's worth more than $2,300.
I'm pretty sure it's possible, or it's just a bunch of American cheese, different types of American cheese. I mean, they didn't say there was an international cheese thief. It was Wisconsin, so it's just like... First of all,
Yeah.
we won't even fathom the price. What guy? How high or how fucked up are you to be like, let's rob a trailer full of cheese? Maybe they were going after something else and they didn't realize that they got the cheese. Either way, it's still weird as hell. Like what goes through these people's minds? Like, were you doing like Joe's favorite crack cocaine or something? Or
Joe doesn't actually do cocaine, for the record.
I don't.
That we know of.
I don't.
That we know
I
of.
just like saying that.
That we know of. Can't be proven. Just saying. Conspiracy theorist.
Do not do that.
Just saying. You never know. But anyway. Like, what is going? Like, who decides to rob a cheese truck? Was it just a spur of the moment thing? Like, hey, look what I'm going to do. I'm going to rob a truck. And then where are they putting all this cheese? Because it's...
Oh my god, dude.
The cheese
It's probably rotten now.
You know what I just realized, Jose? Hold on, guys.
Still.
This article is 4 years old.
Oh, look at that. Still, either way, it's funny.
Why did we not check? Yep, I just double checked this because I was looking at other cheese pie stories. And this was published Friday, July 1st, 2016.
Huh. But it's still funny as hell, though.
Oh, yeah, it's still funny as hell. Weird news.
To steal that much cheese.
An update is that a year later, they still had not been caught.
Wow. So somebody's running around. Well, maybe not anymore because, that cheese got to be refrigerated to a degree.
Or they probably are.
Well, not all cheese has to be refrigerated.
And here's the crazy thing, right? So according to this other article, the driver dropped off the actual trailer and then took his truck in to be serviced. So somebody came in with a semi and hauled away that trailer of cheese.
Back that shit up. I got the cheese. Who takes cheese? And then they haven't been caught. They're the greatest criminals ever because they took the cheese and haven't been caught. They could be right under the nose.
Damn it, we should have fact checked this beforehand.
Either way, it's still funny. Cheese pirates. Oh my god. Like, who?
Okay, so police and industry experts say it's all about resale value. The cheese from Marshfield, which is this cheese pirate thing. Again, this is a 4-year-old article, so it doesn't really matter. But the resale value, the retail value was $90,000 worth of cheese. There were 2 other incidents of this happening. The 2 stolen loads were worth $70,000 and $46,000 respectively.
So cheese, I guess these
were.
This is a cold case of cheese being stolen.
Yeah, we need to solve this.
It's a cold case,
crime.
And these criminals have not been caught yet. You need to protect your cheeses. And my phone's going off. Right?
Why did that sound like an office phone?
Because that's what my phone is, pretty much.
But cheese. Why?
We're done. We're done.
No,
Maybe it's Binky in the brain wanting that cheese.
There's so many questions. There's so many.
Apparently, the black market for cheese and other stolen food is mostly involved with ma and pop stores.
Well,
these people go and they resell it to them.
Because they don't want to pay. They probably realize these mom and pop stores don't want to pay whatever fees they got to pay for it to get this stuff delivered. So if you come around with, I don't know, let's say 100 pounds of cheese, and you got a little mom and pop store, that has to pay craft services a percentage of your sales, and here comes this guy, Joe, Fallen Titan Comrade Foreign, whatever the hell he wants to call himself nowadays.
Fallen Joring, right?
I got 100 pounds of cheese, just straight price. I'm gonna probably pay the straight price for it, and be like, yeah, I'll come back within a month and see if you guys need any more. Okay, cool, fine. Now I just got whatever cost me, let's say $1,000 for like $500. It makes sense that the mom and pop places would buy it. I would if I would have bought it. Like, shit, I don't have to pay whatever fees I gotta pay, and delivery and all that nonsense. So right on, cheese thieves, right on. I can't believe there's a cheese black market. I know what I'm doing after the podcast. Give me some brie.
We are not associated with stealing of
The stealing of cheese. I don't know. It's a really weird story, but it's from 2016, which is why we pulled it out.
It's just funny.
We thought it was 2020.
We thought it was a newer story, but
we thought it was new.
We forgot to verify. But either way, it's a funny story.
We didn't know
God
that it was from 2016 to correct you.
It's still funny. Cheese. So much cheese.
Ridiculous.
It is.
God.
Like,
that's what we're going to call the title of the podcast.
We're done talking about that many cheese. Let's move on to something else.
What do you want to talk about, Joe? Huh?
It's Gouda.
Man, I don't know.
It's Gouda to talk about the cheese.
It tastes like Gouda. There you go. There's your title.
He's rolling his eyes at me. You signed up for this, bud.
Look,
so
go ahead. Talk about
news on June 4th. You'll see some games.
Mr. Serious now over here.
For what?
What
yeah,
game?
We need to move on. We're talking about the Gouda.
I like Gouda.
Actually, speaking of PS5, I was gonna say.
Shut up about Gouda. God damn it.
Speaking of Sony,
stop talking about cheese.
But
I'm talking about Sony.
Grommets.
Oh, I kind of find it funny how Sony's pretty much forcing their third-party companies. I don't know if you guys saw that. If they make a game for PS4, it has to be compatible to be upgraded to PS5.
PS5.
Yeah. And I was like, what if they don't want to? Like, what if that company decides, oh, hey, we're not going to make a game for you. We're going to make a game for Xbox or PC or whatever, you know?
So Sony's like, it's all or nothing. Agree with us or die.
See, so that's an interesting
thing,
right?
Bad thing. It's not a bad thing for some games. But like, if some people don't want to do it, like you're forced. Like, are you forcing their hand
or
now?
They really don't have the tech to do that.
I mean, well, they'll send them to the dev kits and all that. But they may, like you said, they may be a small company where they don't, their game isn't, doesn't make that much. It's like an indie title or something. Or it's not backed by mainstream AAA companies. And
so who is in charge of making games backwards compatible? Is that the developers, or is that something that like the company, the publisher does? For example, Xbox, the Xbox 360 games that have slowly been rolling out that have become backwards compatible. Is that Xbox's job, or is that the developer?
Microsoft. I think they have to go. Microsoft said when they first started doing that they have to get basically the permission from the developer to make it access backwards. Yeah, exactly. And then it can be backwards compatible. Because as long as it's on, I guess, their system, then technically that company has nothing to, as long as they give them the okay, then Microsoft is responsible for making it backwards compatible because it's on their software, it's running on their operating system and stuff like that. They just have to make it, towards being able to play on the newer system. And thankfully, other than the graphical hardware, I don't think it's that hard for Microsoft because it's, I think everything's pretty much the same with like the controls and stuff like that, being that their controllers pretty much, almost the same.
Yeah. Well, and they've said that everything that plays on Xbox One will play on the One X, right? Or excuse me, the Series X.
Yes, it will.
So that means there's probably not much, like you said, there's probably not much difference between being able to play on Xbox One and One X. But I think the important difference here is, like you said, Sony is forcing these developers who put out PS4 games to make them compatible for PS5. A lot of that has to do with just the straight up issues of backwards compatibility that Sony's had for years. Comparatively, the Series X, Microsoft has said since they announced
it's having all of the games from across all the generations.
But they've also said since day one that they announced the Series X, we already have companies working on games specifically for this console. And that was almost a year ago.
Which they mean they probably gave him the development kit and like, here you go.
Work on this. Yeah, like
work on whatever.
Like Ubisoft and those guys.
Have you ever actually seen development kits? It's actually crazy how they look.
I've seen the one for like the PS5. I've seen that one. That looked.
I was going to be able to see one when I was working with Blessed Unleashed, but they never got back to me. So
I've seen the Xbox, either Xbox One or 361. I forget which one it was. It's pretty cool because it's actually not. It looks kind of. Sometimes it looks like the console. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it looks like a server computer, but it has all the stuff in it that makes
inside
that
there.
console.
Yeah,
because there was actually a time, and I think Microsoft kind of discontinued it, but there was actually a time where you were able to download the 360 development kit if you wanted to develop a game, and you could present it to Microsoft. Because I remember, because I had the software from it, but I never did anything with it. But it was pretty cool.
Interesting.
I forgot what the program is called, but I'm pretty sure they stopped that long time ago. But no, the development kits are pretty cool the way they look and stuff. They sometimes they're bulky as hell too. I think the PS4 one was a bulky one. But yeah. But still, to force a company to be like, you need to develop this into that for the future, and it's like, okay, but I only make this little game right here. A game that's like probably like less than a gig or something, or a couple gigs. It's like, are they just starved now?
Probably not going to those.
You're breaking up really bad, Joe.
I can't. Do I need to turn this off? Do I come back in?
Oh, we need to screen grab that Joe sleeping eyes. I know he's not sleeping, but it's still funny. Like, la 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 la. Technical difficulties. La 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 la.
I would turn off your camera, see if that helps your audio. Oh, he's just leaving.
Oh, okay. Craig got rid of Joe. Yeah.
No.
Damn it, Craig! You didn't do your job right.
So let's. I'm interested to see how you guys feel. Kind of our final topic here is we're going a little bit long. Kingdom Hearts TV show.
Okay, then. Do it. Make it less complicated than the fucking game.
Can they, though? They?
They can, but not have.
You know what's going to happen, right?
Like Nomura would have.
They're going to make the show, but they're going to be like, this is what happened in between the games. Making it even more complicated.
That through like all the other spin-offs in those
games.
But
they're going to make it even more complicated than that with that. Yeah,
it's gonna be like Game of Thrones. Like Kingdom Hearts would be the kids' version of Game of Thrones.
It fucking would,
Disney
though.
Characters.
Well, why would it be like Game of Thrones? Hold on. No, why would it be like Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones is long and complicating.
No, it's not.
Long stories, just like King. Yes, it is.
No, it's not complicated. If you watch it, it is not complicated. Except for season 7
if you binged all of it at once, like my wife did, it's probably not terrible.
Well, I gotta remember, I didn't like Game of Thrones originally. I started because when I was on leave for medical reasons, and I had nothing to do, so I watched Game of Thrones, and I'm like, oh, okay, I understand this now. I understand that now. And then when we got to season 7, it was like, season 8 we don't talk about. Season 8 doesn't exist.
Oh, it happened.
No, it didn't happen, Joe.
You can see
Joe,
those
it didn't happen.
Creeping
Joe, I will drive up to New York and stab you with this straw. Season 8 did not happen. End of story.
Daenerys fucked all of
Season
Westeros.
8 did not happen.
Jon Snow.
Season 8 did not happen.
The Snow People.
Anyway.
Did not happen.
Anyway.
The paralyzed kid is the king.
Shut your mouth. Can't wait for him to come out with the final book and just like, none of this shit happened.
It's all a lie. So
he probably will.
There are.
Oh yeah, he's going to. He's gonna write
that,
something
it's just
totally
like,
how many-
completely
I'd
different.
change that.
I would have.
Kingdom Hearts.
I would too.
All
How
Kingdom
many
Hearts are real.
games? We
What
have
was it,
1,
like
2, 3,
10?
and then you have you had the mobile game Birth. I think it was a mobile game originally, then it became a game. Birth by
It was
Sleep.
it was like Chi or something. The mobile.
No, Birth by Sleep. You're right. It's right there.
Birth by Sleep.
Oh yeah,
and then
yeah.
there
That's
was
the PSP.
three. Then there was 350. No, because there was actually one on the actual cell phone. That was an actual cell phone mobile game that became a game.
Yeah, it was recoded. Well, it was coded.
Something like that. And then there was like 358 by 2 or something, whatever the hell it
Yeah,
was.
358 days by 2.
And then they
DS.
lost all the footage, all the game files for the first game, so they had to go back and make 1.5 remix.
Like in a movie format.
No, they
No way.
lost the game, the original game.
No,
file.
I know that, but they had to do the movie format to tell the story for like the re-release, the collection.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I know what he's talking about. I had the 1.5 remix, and part of it was just literally a bunch of cinematic stuff. Like an hour and a half worth of cinematics.
They actually had to go buy an actual copy of the first game and then reverse engineer it.
So I'm showing that there are roughly 13 Kingdom Hearts titles. Okay.
Sounds about right.
They would do that just to have organization.
Now, the good thing is that
about
according
that.
to these people who have tweeted about it, which is Amir Kaya, who is a Cinema Spots news reporter, and then a Skylar Schuler, who is editor-in-chief for the Disney Insider. They have confirmed that this exists. However, Disney nor Square Enix have confirmed it. We have no official title. And I will note that neither of these people are verified on Twitter either.
Have credibility.
Have credibility. I don't know if they necessarily don't have credibility.
I mean,
but
it would make sense because you don't really have original content on your streaming service right now, other than The Mandalorian and other stuff that are coming but aren't available yet.
So, I think what's a good move here is that they're not doing a live action. It's all going to be CG.
Thank God.
They said they couldn't. I mean, they probably could pull it off, a la like Toy Story, with that animation. But
it
would make no sense.
The doors to do that.
It would make no sense to do it live action.
It'll look better CG.
No,
it'll be more.
Be awesome.
Yeah. Do you think that a series that takes the 13 games and puts the storyline into a cohesive, understandable format is possible?
Yeah. If you have people from Square helping
you.
If
you know your Kingdom Hearts, you'll probably like it. That's all I can say.
I feel like this is gonna be almost like a Star Wars situation where we do they put it out in an order that makes sense for the general public, right? But
then they're gonna
have to pull parts from all the different games to make it make sense in different orders.
If One Piece can have like numerous arcs and filler arcs in their story and be cohesive, then
One Piece is also trash, just to let you know.
Careful there.
One Piece is a trash anime, and I don't give a fuck who hears me. One Piece is a trash anime, just like Bleach.
Apparently, there was supposed to be an animated series.
I can agree with you on Bleach,
because Bleach was terrible in the sense that it was so much filler. But
it was awful.
I couldn't watch it because I couldn't understand anything. What the hell's going on? And in Bleach, I just don't like the animation, and I can't stand Luffy. Oh, he annoys me. Like I want to just take a baby, just punch his face. But anyway,
you good?
Naruto and Dragon Ball Z, people, and My Hero Academia, because I love that stuff. I'm trying to find the second movie, and I can't find it.
Never Boruto though.
Never I like Boruto. First of all, let's get it straight. I like Boruto.
Nobody likes him for what I've seen in my circle of friends.
Yeah, but your circle of friends also goes to bed at like 8 o'clock. So
The new old people. Yep.
Wrong. Other friend.
oh, my bad. 10 o'clock. Ooh, a whole 2 hours. Continue on, Jacob.
So, yeah.
So apparently there was supposed to be a Kingdom Hearts animated series in 2002, but it was canceled. Any guesses as to why it was canceled?
Because Disney was like, we don't understand this
It
nonsense.
was like a bit too early to start a series for that. Or
Jose was
just
close.
got
Jose was
numbers
closer,
and just
actually.
like, oh, this is gonna be complicated as hell.
It was canceled due to, and I quote, a vastly different interpretation of the game's story.
So who had the
Wait,
different
what?
interpretation? I'm assuming Disney was the one, because it couldn't have been Square.
I don't know, man.
I believe it would be Disney. I believe Disney would see it and be like, "Oh, that's not how we thought it was going to be."
Yeah, I would
especially
say so.
with like seeing, like, especially I'm pretty sure because Mickey wasn't the main character, and you had your supporting characters of Donald and Goofy taking center stage, and they probably weren't cool with that. While Mickey technically isn't he the king?
Yes, he is the king.
Whatever, yeah. But he wasn't. I guess
he is.
He wasn't prominently featured. So I'm pretty sure that might have had a decision with. I guess Michael Eisner was running Disney back then, or yeah, I believe so. So I'm pretty sure
that was
that
like
might
a
have
weird situation that they didn't show him except like as like shadow. Still know that was
as a shadow.
Yeah, because like he was.
Yeah,
the
like
parts
the
I
outline
remember,
of him.
he was always.
He was there, but he wasn't there.
The parts where I saw Mickey in it, he was always wearing Organization 13 robes.
Because he was trying to infiltrate them and stuff and all that.
It was like hide.
So I think that probably knowing how Disney thinks, if that's why Mickey is usually front and center, and you have all these other supporting characters like Donald and Mick and Minnie and Goofy and all them and although to the life of me to this day I would never understand why everybody else is anthropomorphic, but his dog is still his dog. Pluto is still Pluto, a dog. Oh, and like the internet says, Goofy is the only one who's ever had sex.
Yeah.
He has a child. He has Max.
That doesn't necessarily mean he's the only one who's
had
sex. Maybe
he's
the only one that forgot
to use it. He's the only one who has a child.
He's the only one who has a child. That doesn't mean everybody else isn't banging. Maybe he just didn't use protection.
Him and Pete. Pete actually had the whole family.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, that's exactly.
Him and Pete were the only ones who had kids, who had coitus.
Movies, yes.
Maybe they're the only ones that didn't. Okay.
No, and the show. Mickey ain't putting out for Minnie. He's got a reputation to keep. And Donald, I'm pretty sure Daisy doesn't understand a word he's saying because I can't do Donald, but trying to. Daisy. Can't do Donald, We all know how Donald sounds.
Why did that sound like Gollum?
That's
in my mindset. That's where I kept going to. Like, this isn't Donald. I can't. so yeah.
Now.
Oh my god, that just happened.
Daisy ain't getting none. I mean, maybe Daisy and Minnie on the side. I don't know. That's whatever. But because Mickey's got a reputation to keep. Or like here's
my question.
It was Clarabelle Cow.
Max got a girlfriend in college.
Yes.
There you go.
You're gonna tell me they ain't banging?
He's carrying on the Goofy.
Oh, sure they're banging. But where's Max been since the Goofy movie and Goof Troop? Out of sight, out of mind.
It's true. It's true.
Out of sight, out of mind.
He couldn't deal with his dad's bullshit anymore. He ran away.
I mean, no, he went to college, but Oh, you son of
Like,
banged your mom
afterward.
again.
His last name is actually Goof. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Isn't that Goofy
Yeah, it's
Goof?
Goof.
Okay, so
Why not?
he was in the 2001 series House of Mouse, the video or direct-to-video film Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, young adult in Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas, and a cameo appearance in the 2017 DuckTales reboot episode Quack Pack.
So not very much. That's like what,
Yep.
4 times?
So and then
Goofy's been around forever.
Yes,
Because
yeah.
Goofy's my favorite Disney character.
he was, and then he
Yeah.
used, like you said, he was in Goof Troop, the playable character in the video game. Disney Golf 2002, and then Disney's Extremely Goofy Skateboarding 2001 for PC.
I love those memes. I'll fucking do it again. I love
Yes.
those memes. He's just looking batshit crazy. Like, I'll do it.
Maxie, I'll
fucking do it.
fucking do it again. Go worse. Yuck.
Oh my god! Have you seen the theme park? Have you seen the theme park incarnation of him?
From the thingy?
Dude, that's
From
scary
Disney
as
World or
fuck.
Disneyland?
That's shit of nightmares. That is shit of nightmares.
I never have.
Oh, that's funny.
Google it.
never
It's scary
have.
looking. Oh my god! So now I have to decide if our title is gonna be Cheese Pirates or do Disney characters have sex?
Either one is good. Do Disney characters have sex with cheese pirates?
Jesus Christ.
That's the title.
Joe's frame is so
Yo,
frozen
that's
on
the
his
title.
shiny ass face, but it's so funny. Look where it's frozen, Jake.
That's it.
Oh,
Am I cut off again?
No, oh,
You just froze. Your audio's
you're
still
froze.
coming through. You're fine.
Yeah, but
I
your
don't
face.
care anymore.
If you can see us,
I
your
don't
face
care.
is like
It's my
this.
new face.
Oh, we need to screen grab that. That's like Joe's orgasm face right there.
Okay. All right.
That's Joe's own face.
Does
He's gonna.
I think we could call that an episode.
Or you could call it. You could call it Disney sex, Disney character sex, cheese pirates. Oh my!
Oh my
he's
goodness.
on frozen.
Anyway,
The Great Cheese Sexcapade.
Hey!
The Great Cheese Sexcapade. That's the title.
Oh, the Great Cheese Sexcapade. Oh my god, that's the tears.
I think we have our official title for this, Ross. You cannot.
what do cheese pirates, Disney characters, and sex all have in common? Absolutely nothing. But we'll talk about it anyway.
Oh no, people use food and sex. Here, see, again, there's an episode of Seinfeld where he had to implement food into sex because it made the sex better. And if the people listening out there who, after you watch Seinfeld, will actually know what I'm talking about. But because he had a whole plate of meats, like different salamis and hams. He took the bed with him.
No.
And then he had a sandwich. Oh, you need to. Oh, the episode was hilarious.
Dude.
He had a whole hoagie. He dipped it in spicy mustard.
Logie.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
All right, well, I think we're past the point of no return here, and we're going to have to wrap up for the day.
Yeah, we can't turn back.
Oh my
Can't turn
god.
back from this.
Christ.
This was interesting.
All right, well, thank you, everybody who joined us for today's podcast. Remember to tell your friends about us. Give us a review on your favorite streaming platform. Subscribe to us wherever you find us. And, yeah.
Sex.
The cold case of the Great Cheese.
We're never going to get an
Sexcapade.
official sponsor.
We're fine. Yes, we.
Yes, we can.
God.
They
All right,
just need to
thanks,
see our
everybody.
creative
And we're going to
genius.
see you next week. Have a good day.
Latest.
Bye.
Oh my god, Joe's frozen picture on the stream. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Take